Sure why it's like dragon. There we go. There we go. The countdown clock's dragging. Hello, everybody. Let's go ahead and dispense with the countdown clock at the moment because there we go. I may have hit stop. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Monarchs Mocha. Let's roll the open. We're coming to you from the heights at Delaware Ridge today, which means we're sort of on time, but I'm not at the ballpark yet. So there's that. Here we go. Roll the open in 3, 2, 1. Oh, yeah. Make sure I hear myself there, and I do. Hello, everybody, and welcome. Happy Friday to you as we fade the jams down. I don't know why I cut that so long, but I guess I thought I would talk over it, and I usually do, and we wind up with, oops, sorry about that. We wind up with a TV kind of doing that. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. It's Monarchs Mocha, of course, brought to you by the Roastery Coffee Company in Kansas City. I'm coming to you from the heights of Delaware Ridge, another Monarchs partner, and it is my home right here. This is the famous kitchen table that we did the Sioux Falls broadcast from, where I made chicken wings just to my right. Yes. Sorry, it's famous here. I don't have my light. I left my little light at the ballpark, so I do apologize. So my lighting's a little dark, so I can do this. That's a little better, right? Is that better? Better lighting, so you can see my mug. I mentioned Roastery Coffee Company. Look what I got here. Oh, I got here. Cold brew, cold brew, cold brew. The nitrogen-infused cold brew from the roastery, and it's going to open up right now. Hold on. You guys hear this? Oh, I missed you so. Well, sort of. If you saw the broadcast this week, you know that several of these apparently appeared out of nowhere in Canada. How that happened, I've got no idea. I do not know. We must have a free trade agreement on coffee. I assume that's part of the NAFTA. I'm just assuming, right? I'm assuming the NAFTA did include a little memo in there about good cold brew. And it works both ways. I just didn't find the nitro that I liked. I found some really good coffee up there. One place that we didn't do the show from, that I found on the day out, last day. Hold on, I'll tell you the name of it. It was called I want to say Morrison's. I think that's right. Hold on, let me see here. What was that coffee place in Winnipeg? Coffee in Winnipeg. I know it's going to drive me crazy because the place is really good. I want to give them a good review on Google. It was really good. It was called, it was right by the ballpark. I mean, literally right around the corner from the ballpark. And it was, what is it called here? Right next to Brazilian Steakhouse. Harrison's, not Morrison's. Morrison's is the cafeteria, I think, in Texarkana, I think. Morrison's is the cafeteria in Texarkana in the South. Used to be. I don't know if that chain's still around anymore. It used to be a cafeteria chain in the South, Mississippi and Arkansas, mostly Arkansas, Mississippi, and maybe in Western Tennessee. But anyway, because I had a friend of mine whose family owned that. Why am I struggling to believe you? Yes. I don't know. NAFTA. You don't believe in NAFTA, Donna? You don't believe in I believe in you don't believe in NAFTA, that NAFTA wouldn't provide the friends in Canada this? Are you saying that DV provided? Hey, maybe so. Hey, you know what? We got 3 wins up there. Who knows how that happened? Right? No, I'm kidding. No, you're right. It was one of those fun moments that we are able to provide. A little nitro up there for the show. So yes, oh, I missed you. So 6 locations in Kansas City. There's one that I mean, granted, you're gonna have to sometimes get in the sled and drive a few blocks, but it's worth it. And that's what Starbucks sort of has got you hooked into. And again, I love Starbucks. The one I go to on a regular basis in Preston Hollow, in Dallas in the off season. I spend a lot of time there doing research. And the people know me there. And they're really cool people, and I like them a lot. But they're on every corner. Literally, I go up and down Preston Road in Dallas, and there's one on every corner of this part of the town. Same thing here. You know, there's one up by the ballpark. There's 1, 2 exits down. There's 3 exits down here. You know, they're up and down, and that's not a crime. Okay, I mean, that's not a crime. They know that they're a big corporate conglomerate. They're able to do that, and they are able to do a pretty good job considering. But what would you rather have? A McDonald's hamburger or one you made at home, right? Your home burgers are always better, right? Or a specialty place that's your favorite, right? Your favorite burger place. There's probably a favorite burger place out there that you've got. There's probably some place that you really love. Man, that place has got the best burger. And I guarantee you that place has only got maybe 5 or 6 locations. They don't got 1,000 or 1,000,000 or whatever it is. I mean, you're not going to get that burger in Hong Kong, same burger in Hong Kong you get here. It's not going to happen. You're going to get that burger only at that place. And that's what the roastery is. Yes, I'm buzzing all week on cold brew, but that's what the roastery is all about. And that's what good coffee is all about. It's like anything. Coffee's like wine. It's like craft beer. It's like anything. I mean, yes, you know, most ballparks are serving Budweiser and Coors products and Miller products, and that's fine. And they're good mass-produced products. But everybody loves, you know, the Boulevards of the world, right? I was sitting at the pub last night having some wings, watching Penn State pull up the win off for Purdue, and a guy comes in, and he and his partner, girlfriend, whatever, and they say, "Do you have any IPAs? Which ones do you have locally?" That's what I'm talking about, and that's what this is about. So there's my coffee spiel. By the way, Roastery, I'm available to be your guy to promote you guys. Yes, Mark, I'm going to be buzzing on cold brew. Buzzing on cold brew. I think we're all buzzing right now because last night, in case you missed it, let's jump right into that. Of course, while we were off, and while a lot of you folks may have been watching college football last night, Missouri fans, you probably were watching you pull it out finally, pull away from La Tech. By the way, that La Tech eventually is going to be pretty good. Now, they may not be a Power 5, top 10 team, but Sonny Cumbie, that coach of theirs, he's got something. He's got something. And when Missouri's looking for a coach, and I imagine that's how it goes at KU, Missouri, every so many years they're going to be looking because the way, especially in KU's case, that's a guy to go look for. I'm not saying Missouri's looking for a coach, but that's a guy to go look at. That guy's good. He'd be the Texas Tech head coach. It wasn't for the fact that the timing was, as we talk about timing. Anyway, squeezing a little La Tech football here. By the way, one connection to the American Association, Louisiana Tech, Dave Nitz, the former Sioux City Explorers broadcaster, his name adorns the broadcast booth of the stadium at La Tech. He is the legendary broadcaster for Louisiana Tech, and they renamed the booth after him, and he still does baseball for them. And lives in Ruston. So connecting back to sports and the association. Anyway. All righty. How's everybody doing today? Should be pretty good because the results of last night. While you're watching football, perhaps, or anything else you're watching, I think last night. I know last night in Canada was the Bachelorette or Bachelor or something, but was that going on last night too? I don't know because they were talking about that in Canada. I guess they're a day behind or something. Anyway, is that still a thing? That show? I think it is. Anyway, last night, Sioux City fell behind 2-1. They had a big fifth and 6 or 6th and 7th, if I remember the box score correctly. 107-2 win. There's good news and bad news there. The real good news is Kansas City's a game out. The bad news is that, and this is going to happen anyway, I think, Fargo last weekend shifted the rotation for this particular situation. They have got their rotation with 3 consecutive lefties, which have given the Monarchs trouble at times. At times. And the Monarchs do have the switch hitters, and that does help with Darnell and Casey. And I guarantee you're going to see them all weekend in the card. The switch hitters do help turn them around. But the lefty-lefty matchups in general have given the Monarchs fits. Although, when I look back and looked at the numbers against them this year, you'd be surprised at the numbers. And let me pull those up for you before I give you the standings. The numbers of the Monarchs against them this year were interesting. If I can find them here. Where were they? I had them. Let me pull them up again. They were interesting. I was a little shocked by this before I get to the standings. I know I'm kind of getting out of order here, but this morning I would have just sort of guessed, because of the fact you'd won 4 ball games and lost 2 against them, that you had a really good, there was probably some pretty heavy numbers. The Monarchs only hit 266 against them. It's been the pitching that's been really good for Kansas City, a 3.23 in those 6 ball games. And a couple of guys you're not going to have this weekend scuffled against them. Matt Adams was 3 of 24 against them. Chad De La Guerra was 2 of 10. David Thompson was 4 of 22. Now that's 2 home runs. Or I'm sorry, 1 home run there. Adams had 2 RBIs in 6 ball games against them. Darnell Sweeney, though, played very well against him. 2 home runs and 17 driven in. 2 home runs and 3 driven in. 17 total bases, scoring 7 runs. Darnell 10 of 26, 385. Kevin Santos done well against them too. He's a 5 of 13, only playing 3 ball games. Casey Gillespie 5 of 17, homer, 2 RBIs, 10 total bases. Pete Cosmos had a really good go against him, 7 of 24. J.C. Escara 3 of 11 in a limited sample. So you've got a lot of that. Of course, you also have, they've not seen Robson or Malik Smith. So neither one of those guys have faced them this year. Yon Hernandez only played 3 ball games against them. Remember, he missed the series there. He played the 3 games here. He went 1 for 11 with a home run and RBI here way back in May. So Yon didn't even play against them. So those are interesting numbers. By contrast, I should probably give the contrast numbers, right? By contrast, before I get the standings here, so stand by and I'll get your questions and comments. I do want them. We do want your questions and comments, and I will take those here if you guys can look at my ugly face long enough. Let's see your team, Fargo. I got to pull these up for the stat packs anyway, and here we go. Again, it's weird. We've only played them 6 times, and 3 trips. The 4 series against Sioux Falls. We're only going to play 3 against them. They played Chicago twice. Figure. They hit 222 against us in 6 ball games. Some of their usual suspects have been really good. Peter Maris, one of them, 8 of 25, 2 RBIs. Leobaldo Pena, it's been good, 6 of 21. Sam Dexter's been really good as well, 6 of 21. Drew Ward, who's only played 3 ball games, he was hurt, 3 of 11. Then it drops down from there. Pretty consistent. John Silviato of 5 of 24. But as far as what they've done against you, their numbers are 222. You're 266, 40-point difference. Here's what I was shocked about is, and I saw this morning, their pitching number of 5.02 in 6 ball games. Now, I expect that to change a little because you're going to see the 3 best. You're going to see 3 consecutive arms that are going to be about as good as you're going to see, and you're going to see them again, right? This is going to be, you're going to see these guys, and to win this division and to win this association title, you're going to have to beat these guys, and they're really good. I mean, I'm just going to tell you, they're really, really good. Not saying it can't be done. That's not what I'm saying. But you're going from, we're not talking about the Sioux Falls pin that was leaky as heck, right? We're talking about which actually they're pretty good on Sunday, but we're talking about a staff here that's pretty solid overall, lead the league just by a whisker over you. You're going to see tonight Kevin McGovern has made one start against Kansas City, 7 innings, 1 earned run. He has a win. That was here back in May. Now, he's been up and down since then. He's up and down for him means 4 earned runs, 5 earned runs, 2 earned runs. I mean, somewhere in that area, 4 2/3, 5 1/3, that kind of deal. He's still been very productive. McGovern, who's their guy, left-hander and the league's all-time strikeout leader. He did punch out 11 Monarchs in 7 innings in that one start back in May. Peyton Wigington, who you faced 1 ball game, 5 1/3, 4 earned runs, 5 charged, and 5 hits. There, the Monarchs beat him. 5 strikeouts. He did walk 5 that day. And that's going to be the key, I think, in this whole series, keeping the walks down and taking advantage of said walks, because that's where Kansas City's been hurting teams. And the other piece is going to be Tyler Grauer. Now, Grauer is a former bullpen piece who's now working as a starter. Now, in his 4 innings of working against Kansas City in relief, he went 4 innings, 4 hits, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts, no earned runs, but he has not started, but that's sort of like a start, right? Those are the 3 guys you're going to see for sure. McGovern tonight, Whittington tomorrow, and then Grauer on Sunday, TBA on Monday, all depending on what happens here in the series. So interesting numbers there that I pulled up today for you. I'll get to those questions in a moment. But interesting numbers as far as where this thing stands head-to-head. If I was going to lay a line on, if you're a Vegas, you're in the sports book or whatever in Vegas, I mean, when they do baseball lines, it's based upon money line or pitcher money lines, right? So pitchers are plus, minus, whatever the number is. So let's just say, Matt Hall was going to face, Matt Hall was facing McGovern. Hall probably a slight favorite, probably a minus 110, 120-ish, probably 110-ish because he's at home. But let's just say tonight, you're going to have a pretty close to even matchup with Gilliam and McGovern, because McGovern's on the road, but McGovern's slightly better. You'd probably get a little better number on Gilliam, probably a plus 110, plus it might even be 120, 130, somewhere. I mean, somewhere in there, he'd be an underdog in the series, because what they're looking at and what prognosticators are looking at, and again, this is not something that goes on in our league, but just how you look at what you're trying to you're trying to balance the numbers out. You're looking at a guy who's the league's all-time strikeout king and has been phenomenal in this league over the years and spent just the 1 season an affiliate of ball. This guy's a legend. He's been really, really good. And you take that into consideration on the road, that evens things out. Brock's a young man, a rookie. He's pitched very well. Brock's pitched very well. But let's be honest about it. That's a matchup that it probably, if you're Fargo Moorhead, you're a Red Hawk fan, you're fired up about. And really, if you're the Red Hawks, the Red Hawks know this. Chris Coach knows this. Their skipper. I mean, the Monarchs have had some trouble with left-handed sticks. That being said, this is a little different lineup card than what they saw even 5 weeks ago. So 5 weeks, July. It was the day Buck O'Neil went in the Hall of Fame. Was it the 24th of July, right? That was the day. And that was the day that Kansas City came back on that Sunday and won the series. And, different ball clubs since then, right? Different ball clubs since then. So anyway, interesting right there. I will get to your questions, Steve, in just a second. Let me, because there's a lot to talk about there. Several things, a lot to get to today, and I don't know if I'm going to get to all of it because I got to get going as well. Here's the standings last night. Again, last night, 7-2, and here's how it all looks going into the final weekend of the season. Delicious. That's what I tweeted today, or last night, delicious. I mean, if you can't get fired about this. In the East, Chicago, they've got 2 games clear now. If I'm not mistaken, Chicago, it's basically Chicago-Milwaukee, because King County does not own the tiebreaker against Chicago. So King County's got to win and be a game ahead, okay? But the right situation, i.e. a Chicago sweep, King County could pass Milwaukee. And, it looks like the best that King County can do is Well, hope Milwaukee wins the series. And I believe if Kevin Luco had that for me earlier today, Kevin told me, I believe the head-to-head in the King County Milwaukee is King County's, but Milwaukee has the head-to-head of Chicago. I believe that's correct. Let me look. I'll have that for you guys tonight on the broadcast at 6 o'clock. I will do a 6 o'clock call or a 6 o'clock Monarchs Live. It's been hard to do those. I'm shorthanded, and I just can't get everything done. I literally can't get everything done right now. But I'm going to try my hardest to give you a quick 6 o'clock update, and I'll kind of give you what I think, what Kevin told me last night, and I've already forgotten. Again, everybody's set in the East. They're all set. Okay. Cleveland's in, King County's in, Milwaukee's in, Chicago's in. They're all in. Yeah, those are the current standings. Oh, you know what? I pulled up last night's. Sorry about that. Let me pull those up. That was the wrong one. Hold on. Give me a second. I do have the current ones. That's why the nut mass were on there. Hold on. I was about to say, I was looking at going, wait, now where'd the half game come from? Here's the ones. I just pulled these as we were coming on the air. So, all right, here we go. That's the proper ones. There we go. There we go. 50, 53 and 43. Yeah, it was a day off. I was using the ones from Canada the other day. All four teams in the North have clinched. Will Cleveland get to 500? That's the question. I still don't. I told you Cleveland would make the playoffs. I told you they'd make it back in July. They'd make it, and they're going to make it. They're going to make it. And granted, they're going to be below 500, which I don't like. I don't like that part, okay? I believe a body of work should speak for itself instead of a one. I don't like the one lightning in a bottle thing. I know it's great for fans. It's great for the league. It draws interest. I know that. But I think that as a team that's been busting their tails all year, the body of work should matter. But again, we're in a society now where that's sort of not important anymore. Fargo, they have a game lead, 63 and 33. Kansas City, for the third time, has hit 60 wins. Will not get the 69 wins from last year, but have a chance with a series win here, have the second best record in franchise history. You'll have 3 years of 60 wins or more under this current manager and his coaching staff, and that predates the Monarchs. That is a T-Bones thing too. And while the brand's changed, the way on the field hasn't changed. And this franchise numbers, which I'm talking about, are all right there. And again, the Monarchs are 1 game back, 8 of 10. Now Fargo's 5 of 5, but what I will tell you is Kansas City's played very well on the road. If you think about the last 2 road trips, which are the 2 hardest that you've had, even though Winnipeg's down a bit, going to Canada is a pain in the backside. That is a pain in the backside. And you went up there twice and won all 3 games, mixing in a trip to Lincoln and Sioux Falls, which, remember, you lost a series at Sioux Falls back earlier. Okay? So it's not like that was a breeze, right? Now, Sioux City's playing very well. You see them down there. They're at 500. They've got Lincoln. Now, Lincoln situation at 46 and 50, they've got to go 3-1 this weekend, and they're in. Lincoln's got to go 3-1 this weekend, and they're in. Okay, that's all. That's the story. Period in the story. Now let's bring these standings down here, and let me tell you what's going with the Monarchs here. What is the Kansas City story here? Okay, it's a weird dynamic because we're playing a 4-game series. All right, and I will get your questions. I see some things out there. I'll get to them in just a second. I'll answer those. The dynamics are this. Because it's a 4-game series, that actually favors Fargo. Okay? Fargo basically needs to come in here and split. They split, they're in. Or they're in. They win the division. And the right to pick who they want to play, which at the end of the day, I don't know if they're going to pick who everybody thinks they're going to pick. And I don't think people really believe who we're going to pick. Because I don't know for sure, but I believe the travel will come into play for Fargo. And I believe for the Monarchs, I suddenly think this week, what's gone on this week, going to Winnipeg, your success there. their lack of success in Sioux City, I believe that Fargo will choose to stay here and play on Wednesday with their lefty going again, when their lefty is going again, which would be the governor, McGovern, because he would be Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday's his fifth day. He'd start here on the road again. I believe that's what they would do. Now, if Lincoln was able to sneak in, then I think the line starts to the left to go to Lincoln, because I think that's what they would do. I think they would say, well, we'll be in Lincoln. You guys go to Canada. I think for Kansas City, I don't know way of knowing this, but I just will, and I'll try to sniff around today and get a better idea. Travel's important, but I don't think I don't think that bus, as bad as that trip is from Canada, it's 14, 13 hours, whatever it is. What did I tell you it was yesterday? What did I put on the tweet? It was wheel start to stop yesterday. It was, gotta find it. Oh, I posted it yesterday, but it was 13 hours, 26 minutes, and 25 seconds, something like that. Here it is. 13 hours, 26 minutes, and 25 seconds, and 43 tenths of a second. I know that's a beating. It's a beating. My body today, I walked today, and I felt like I'd been hit with a sack full of nickels. I only went about 40 minutes, and I usually go an hour. But I'm old, and I'm sitting up, and that's a beating, okay? Now, the guys got to lay down. They're a lot younger, but that's a beating. My back feels like it's been hit with a baseball bat. Suck it up, Buttercup. That being said, I think that Kansas City is not afraid to go back to Canada again. And I know you go up there and win the game up there. Boy, you're Winnipeg. You got to pack your bags and drive down and get to win 2 games. I'm rolling the dice here. I know it's probably crazy. No one thinks that's going to happen, but I still think that's a likely scenario. Very likely. And I think a lot of it depends on what happens with Sioux City and Lincoln. Again, Lincoln does have the advantage in that series. That's all they got to. That's why they just got to go 3-1 to finish even with them. They have the tiebreaker. That game is in Sioux City. Series in Sioux City. So there's that. Lincoln just took care of business. They won all their games in Sioux Falls, and I think if Kansas City was to win the division, that was the Fargo decision. If Kansas City wins the division, I think Kansas City would probably choose, if it's Lincoln, to go to Lincoln. Obviously, it's close. Played well there. 2, if it's Sioux City, I think I still think that Kansas City would. I still think Kansas City probably, depending on what Fargo's situation was with their roster, and I think I would roll the dice again and probably face the Explorers and send them to Canada. Because then there's a chance of lightning in the bottle for them. There's a chance they lose that game in Canada without a full complement, and then they come back and Winnipeg's got was 1 of 2. It's a crazy scenario. I know there's crazy scenarios. I'll just tell you this: Jay Hendricks has got 4, I believe, situations on his desk right now. I was in there yesterday. He's made plans for 4 different situations. All we know is we'll play next Wednesday somewhere, someplace. Probably. Well, not probably. It all depends. We could be at home. We could be on the road. It's crazy. Anyway. All right, let's get the questions and comments here and a couple of things here. Let's go to Kenny first. I've been talking about this weekend. Yes. Yeah, we talked about it. The idea was to get within 2 ball games. You got within 1. I've been in this league long enough. It's sort of like, it's like district play, Kenny. Sometimes teams in football, this from high school football or basketball, they'll play a tournament and kind of look up and down maybe. They get, in basketball, the district play, the cream kind of comes to the top. You may have a non-district ball game where you get upset, but you wind up getting the district. Things kind of change a little bit, and I've seen it happen. It usually comes down to 1 or 2 teams. You know how that works. It's like that in this league. And it came down this way last year, although Kansas City was involved last year. We'd already clinched on the 26th, but we were still involved in what happened. Remember, the Monarchs kept winning over the weekend last year. Cleveland didn't and backed into the postseason, and because they played so bad, lost that first play-in game against Sioux City, their first ever playoff game. Remember that those two teams, it all came down that last weekend. So, yeah, and then 2019, the Monarchs won the division on the last weekend. 18 got the wild card on the Saturday of the last weekend. And 17, it came down the Monday three-way tie and lost it in the last 5 minutes of the season. So, yeah, you're right. I appreciate it, though, mate. That's what it's been. Those weren't the current standings. Sneedo says, any ideas that meet? Yes. All right. For you folks that are coming to the meetup this weekend, several things I want to get to on that, well, on baseball, non-baseball, outside the lines baseball. What you'll do is you will go to the VIP gate. You'll get a wristband there, and you'll come upstairs to the party deck patio on the third base side. That's what you'll be doing. I will be emailing each one of you at some point today and tomorrow. That email me your details. I will get back to you. I am shorthanded. Literally don't know how I'm going to do it all today, and I don't think I will. I don't think we'll get it all done today. So I'm going to just peel back what I can do and just do as best we can do. And that means a couple, maybe 2 pages of game notes, and we're going to be prepared for the broadcast because that's what I want to do to make it sound good. I want us to sound good in what we're doing tonight. And if we have to cut back some stuff, we'll do it. That's why I said I'll try to get a Facebook Live at 6 with more stuff, but I don't know if I'm going to get to it because, again, it all depends on what help I get today and all that. So this is an unfortunate part of our business. Even the most exciting times were the shortest handed. That's just part of our business. It's like this every year. I know this every year. And there was years when I was with the team, when I was in Gary, the team was awful. This is easy because I had to worry about it. We weren't going anywhere. Now 13 was a different story, but every other years, here in Kansas City, it's different because we're good and it's important and really important. So, yes, Sneedo, you guys I'll get an email back to you today, but let you guys know, and I'll update you again tonight in the broadcast and at 6 o'clock. You're going to go down the VIP gate. Jacob's down there. Jacob's cool. You'll know him. You guys probably know Jacob's face. He's always there. One of my great staff members in tickets and corporates. He's a really cool dude. He mans that VIP. He's going to get you a gold wristband. You'll come upstairs. Game time obviously is at 1. Gates open at noon. You can also, what I would suggest you do for you folks that already, if you have tickets, go to that gate, okay? So you just go to that gate and you'll get your wristband. You'll come up, okay? And you'll come right up the stairs. We're right there. We'll be set up right there. I've got pizza coming at, I haven't given the time yet, but probably around 11:30 or so. We're going to go to the air at 11:30. So, but WD-40, my wife will be there to help, and we're going to be there early on Monday to lay the cable and all that. We're running cable, 100-foot of cable from the booth to there. So we've got a lot of stuff to do on Monday, but we'll get there. We'll get there and get it done. So we'll get it done. Matter of fact, I got to order the cable right now. As a matter of fact, I just realized I haven't done that yet. Anyway. They just sent me a notice. We've locked your Amazon account due to billing. Please click here. Sure. Let me click there. Do people do that? Oh. Anyway, they'll text it to you like they're texting me. Like Amazon's never texted me. They're texting me personally. Hey. Anyway. So, yes, the rotation of the weekend has been finalized. Yes. Tonight, it will be Brock Gilliam. He'll be facing Kevin McGovern, lefty for them, righty for them. They're, again, as I mentioned earlier, they're going 3 straight lefties, and they're TBA on Monday. Okay? And I think it all depends on what happens the first 3. Well, if the Monarchs win 3 in a row, well, the division's there. It doesn't matter, right? They're going to go. We'll throw Monty, and they'll throw their mascot Hawk, right? Hawkeye on Monday, right? They'll fly in. They'll drive him down to throw against Monty. If the Monarchs drop 2 or 3, they'll do the same. They'll throw whoever, Johnny Allstaff. So will Kansas City. Right now, where the Monarchs rotation is for sure, I've been told Brock Gilliam and Jalen Miller today and tomorrow. Miller pitched on Sunday in Sioux Falls, Brock on Saturday in Sioux Falls. They did not go to Canada, not because of there were any issues. They didn't go to Canada because they were not going to pitch in the series, and the Monarchs wanted them rested for this one. So they did not travel. Brock's here. Jalen's here. Tonight, tomorrow, righty. And tomorrow for them, it is, make sure I got my lefties in order. It is for them, left-hander. Well, I got to get going here. I'm going to wind up being late again. Not on the show anyway. Let's see here. They will be Peyton Whittington tomorrow, the lefty, and then Tyler Grauer on Sunday. Now, Kansas City's rotation at the moment is those two pieces. Now, I talked to Joe this morning, and his thing was that's the plan at the moment. And again, that's sort of what, for example, let me just tell you some things that could happen, Mark. Let's say tonight the Monarchs go out and score 9 runs in the first 2 innings. Let's just say they do. It's 9-0, 12-0. It's just crazy. And they pull McGovern probably, right? They don't leave him out there. Right? They go to the bullpen and they just take that one. They take that in the chin. They circle the wagons for tomorrow, right? Those things can happen. They win the game on Saturday. Let's say the series is even, and they've got a 1-game lead now. That means all the marbles on Sunday again. They go on Sunday. They win Sunday, then they win the division. They lose Sunday, then the Monarchs again have tied it again. That means Monday, is what it's all about, right? So it all depends on what that situation is. If the Monarchs would have won all 3 ball games, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, won all 3, like I said, they'll throw Monty and Hawkeye. At the moment, Hartman would go Sunday, Hall would go Monday. So what's that mean for Wednesday and the first game of the playoffs? I think that's TBA. I do believe, though, that there's no problem throwing Nick Belzer on Wednesday. There's no issue whatsoever. What I think you would see, though, is Belzer on Wednesday in that scenario, if the Monarchs had to use Hall in a win-it-all situation, that they would do that and go with Belzer on Wednesday and then bring Hall back on Friday. It'll be Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Yeah, Friday. Here. Assuming you won the division, right? If you didn't win the division, you still throw him on Friday. It doesn't make a difference. I mean, you'd pitch him on Friday, right? That's sort of what I think would happen. But again, their official word is lefty, 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 TBA. Monarchs at the moment, righty, 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 lefty. I did see Lewis Thorpe yesterday. He told me he's ready to go, feeling good at any time now. I think you'll see Lewis in the postseason. He could be the wild card on Wednesday. Just throw it out there. He could be on the playoff roster and pitch on Wednesday. I'm not saying that's going to happen, but that could be the plan. He's here. He's ready to go. Lewis did not go to Canada. He went to Sioux Falls. He didn't go to Canada. He stayed back and worked out here and threw with Brock. So I was wrong about that. He did not go to Canada. He wasn't going to pitch. That's why he didn't go. He would have gone if he was going to pitch. He did not go. The Monarchs were able to take everybody up to Canada. The two players who didn't go last time both went. So Canada's not an issue for the Monarchs going forward in the postseason. So there we go. There's the Thorpe update. I'm sorry. He's here. And I saw Lewis yesterday, and I said, hey, mate, how you doing? And he's like, Gus, how you feeling? Good. The one on the side. He said, any day now, I'm ready to go. Soon. Soon, he said. Said it to me 3 times. Soon, soon, soon. So I think you're going to see him in the postseason at some point. Yes. Nate, you've been trying to reach me in regards to your vehicle extended warranty. Yeah. That's another one. That one and the one is hi. This is so-and-so. I'm like, hi, this is so-and-so. Why are you calling me? And then the recording clips in a different voice. Yeah. The other one for a while there, did you get those, Nate? The FBI was the FBI? No, it was the IRS, right? The IRS was like looking for me for a while there. By the way, the IRS doesn't call you and say, hey, man, you owe us $10. Not the way it works. But, yeah. What about Jalen? Jalen goes tomorrow. Dennis, tomorrow. Again, rotation tonight, Brock Gilman tonight, Jalen Miller tomorrow, and then Sunday, again, Hartman on Sunday, Hall on Monday. Now, I could see a scenario because the off day's thrown in there, and I'm just throwing this out there. When I asked Joe this, he said at the moment that's the way some form or fashion, right? Basically, I could see some. Let's just say the Monarchs go 1-2 and win the first 2 ball games. Do you go all in on Sunday? Do you move Hart? I'm sorry. Do you move Hall to Sunday? Because he would have pitched Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Would you do that? I don't know. Would you? I mean, I don't think you're going to move him up until tomorrow. That's not going to happen. And I think and Jalen pitched very well. Jalen's pitched very well as 2 times out. Remember, they haven't seen them, and they haven't seen them, and they haven't seen us. So there's that. Anyway, what else we got here? Got one yesterday to sell. Yeah, well, yeah. Don't sell anything, Mom. Do not be selling stuff. Don't do that. Don't do it. It's just funny because I was talking about ordering cable on Amazon, and I get this text from Amazon, like they're listening to me, but I know they're not. It's just coincidence. What else you guys got? Anything else? A couple more things I want to give you that Morgan's got going on, and I have not given these to you, but I want to give them to you because I think it's very important. Let's see here. Sorry about that. I didn't pull these today. I sort of forgot. Didn't do it. I should have. There's a playoff special going on. I want to give that to you folks. If I can. Internet's kind of wonky. I was all excited to do the show from here because the internet's really, really fast, but suddenly it's very, very slow. Suddenly it's doing a ballpark imitation, isn't it? Some fun videos Morgan did too. The guys did on the road about tickets and all that. Let's see here if I can find them here. You know what? What am I doing? I ain't forgotten this. There's 2 more things to get to that I'd totally forgotten about. How did I miss this? I don't mean I missed it. I even sent this out yesterday. And how in the world I didn't get that to you? Give me a second on one piece of news. Jeez, talk about not having your head where it needs to be. Gee, many Christmas. Here we go. Let me get the playoff thing for you too. Hold on. I don't want to tag. Sorry, I should have done this earlier, but these are 2 things that are very important. And there we go. First off, back to the field. We got in yesterday, 12:45-ish, somewhere in there. I literally walked right by Matt Hall as he was walking to his truck, and I'd taken my suitcase over to the car, and I was walking back as I take my suitcase and load the car. Then I walk to the broadcast booth and drop off my broadcast gear box, and then I leave. And so I was stopped by to see Jay and Mark and Susie in the office. Well, anyway, as I'm walking back, I pass Matt. Matt drives off, and as I'm walking back, my phone makes a noise. I got an email, and it was from Josh Buchholz. Well, Josh Buchholz had sent me an email telling me that Matt Hall had been named the pitcher of the month. That's right, not the week, the month for the association, the Rawlings Pitcher of the Month, which, if you guys remember, this was an award that was won twice in 2018 by Tommy Collier. Remember that award? We had that? Well, anyway, here we go. Let's put that up on the screen for you. There he is. Matt Hall, pitcher of the month of August. I mean, it is well-deserved. And just the guy has been phenomenal. And what's been impressive for him, and let me just read you a couple of numbers here. What's been really impressive is his numbers. A lot of times when a guy leaves and comes back, it's asking, there may be a letdown. He's been as good before and after, right? Of course, he was pitcher of the month. He went 5-0 in the month, 5 starts, 5 of 6 quality starts, or at least 5 innings in all the starts. through 31 innings, 3 earned runs and 48 strikeouts, 3 games, at least 10 strikeouts. One on the 20th, he punched out 12. And then beforehand, he had the 12 strikeout. 11 innings and 12 strikeouts for a Pitcher of the Week award. That was back in early June. He came back when July 14th week. He went to 37 innings, 8 strikeouts for the month of July. I mean, just phenomenal stuff. And with 2-0 1 week and 14 scoreless innings, get Pitcher of the Week. He's got 2 Pitcher of the Week awards and 1 Pitcher of the Month awards. Congratulations to Matt Hall. And I think we go back to Dan Hart's right. He rocks the mound. And I think that's where we go back to that. I mean, that guy pitches, you wanted to pitch at least twice. If you can somehow make it happen, and this is hard to do, but you've got to have him pitch twice in the postseason, right? In the first 2 rounds. And maybe with the right break, he pitches twice in the championship. But if you're the Monarchs, seeing him pitch this weekend and again next week, that's almost a must and a guarantee. And that's what I was saying earlier. Yeah, it's a good picture too. That's by the way, it's John Ellis. John Ellis's fine work, our official photographer. Who, by the way, John, if you guys see John at the ballpark, give a thumbs up. John Ellis is phenomenal. He does this for the love of it. Okay. He and his lovely wife come out. The only time he's not there is when they went on holiday overseas during July. But John Ellis, you'll see him in both photo wells, has the cap on, taking photos down there. John is phenomenal. And he is just an unsung hero. Every photo that's of that ballpark of championship celebrations and winning plays, it's John Ellis. And I want to thank John. John, thank you for all you do. Thank you for being a legend and being such a part of our family. John's been doing it. When I took the job in 2017 with the old brand, he was still here, and it was a great inheritance as I didn't know squat about anything going on here. And thankfully, I just said, sure, you do what you do because I don't know what you do, and you do it. He does a great job, and he is phenomenal at it. Phenomenal. And that's John's work. Pitcher of the year. By the way, the ERA of a 1.10, Mark, if that's the way it finishes, if it finishes below 2.2, I believe that's the number, 2.21, something like that, that'll be the lowest ERA of a Monarch / T-Bone / Duluth, whatever they were, pitcher in a season, single season ERA low. Minimum of 76 innings, that'd be the lowest. And he's got 80 some odd innings. He'll finish with 90. That'll be the lowest of a starter or any pitcher with those kind of numbers ever in Monarchs history, T-Bone's history, Duluth, whatever history, Duke's history. So, yeah. He rocks. Congratulations. So back to anyway, Matt Hall, awesome stuff. But yes, and what sucked is, and that's why I didn't pull highlights today, because I came back in, I'm like, oh my gosh, I got to get this news release out. And I'm fighting it. I was tired. I'm unpacking the clothes, washing clothes here, and I'm fighting it to stay awake because I need to close the eyes for a few minutes laying down, and got the release out finally. It took me, I kept proofing it and nodding off, which happens a lot on the road and the bus. And I finally got it off to W40 to proof. And I was just like, laid down for an hour and then wouldn't watch football. But anyway, Matt rocks. He rocks the mound, a good dude, and just so happy for him. Congratulations to Matt Hall. The other piece of news, and I believe Karen brought it up, and I want to give this to you guys. And this is something that came out yesterday, I believe, or maybe it may have been before the ball game on Wednesday. But Morgan and company, Morgan and Mark McKee, Mark Brandmeier, and all the crew down there, Susie and them, come up with this right here. It's the playoff package 2023 playoff 3-game package, bonus T-shirt for each seat purchase. They're good-looking shirts. 913-328-5618. Call Nick, and tickets. Those are standing by. I don't know the details more than, well, let me give you what I do know. You can also go to monarchsbaseball.com to learn more. I'm going to put this in the chat here. You want to learn more. Call 913-328-5618. Or you can go to the website, which you guys know that, but I'll put up here anyway. Website. You go to the website and you can also get yourself sorted with those T-shirts. Those are good-looking shirts to put in the crowd. They're fun and should be a lot of fun. So anyway, I almost forgot that. I got to cut a spot too. I forgot about that. I got to get going. I got to get in the shower and get going. I got to get to the ballpark, and I guess I'll skip lunch. All right, for you folks coming on Monday, again, not meet and greet, that's wrong. The live broadcast on the patio begins at 1 o'clock. Pregame shows at 12:30. Full pregame show. We'll have pizza from Pyramid Pizza, the ballpark. That's on me. Actually, it's on my mother. Thank you, Mom, for that, helping support our cause. If you were donating to the Ron McDonald House, I'd love to. I don't want your donation. I just want to know what you're donating. Just tell me a figure. Is it $5, $10? If you don't want to tell me, it's fine too. But I'd like to let the Ron McDonald House know what we raised this year, and you can donate on your own, send to them, but just make sure you let it know the Monarchs with your name on it, your name with the Monarchs. If you're bringing any items for the Ronald McDonald House, I appreciate that. We'll go through that this weekend. And just bring yourselves. Now, the drinks are on you. You have to get your own drinks, your own beers and all that, but the pizza will be on me as long as it lasts. And we'll buy as much as we got to buy to keep everybody full down there. So anyway, if you need a head count, I know I put the wrong. If we need a head count, I'll give you guys. I'm going to give you guys until the rest of the weekend, or until end of. I'm going to give you guys until, I don't know, noonish on Sunday to let me know, because I got to get this to Jim. Here's my email address to let me know you're coming upstairs. You can come to the game and skip that. This is not a requirement, by the way. No one's required to go, but this is for you folks on MixLR, our mates, our folks that watch us on AA Baseball TV. You know, you want to be your broadcast. If you listen and watch our broadcast, we want you there. And I just want to say thank you for being a part of what we're doing and help grow our broadcast. And hopefully we'll just continue to make this bigger. I envision a time where 1 year down the road, we're doing this where we have a whole, maybe have a whole part of the ballpark. I mean, we have the whole Legends Club. I mean, literally, we'd love to see the place packed with 1,000 people there, with players, former players. And my vision for this day is to one day have a big auction for this. We'll have a silent auction going on during it to raise money for charity for the Ron McDonald House, obviously, and also some prizes for you folks, and maybe an ultimate prize of some sort of I have some good visions for this for down the road, but this is the first step to get there. To get there, we got to start here. I've always wanted to do something like this. I always want to build it. It's going to start with a grassroots effort, and eventually it'll grow. And hopefully, like I said, 5-6 years from now, we're getting great things from this event. So, and I think the Labor Day weekend when we're home is the best day for it. When we're not home, obviously we won't do it, but the Labor Day weekend is the best day for it. So, anyway, all righty. Anything else we got here? Yeah, there we go. Monarchs baseball playoffs. Mark, I don't know the T-shirt situation. Let me see here what I got on that. Let's see. I don't know. Let me see if there's anything I've got on the T-shirts, because I don't know. I don't know where those are available. I don't know where they're available. Okay, no, Mark, they're not the ticket office now. Okay, I believe they'll be available next week for the actual games. Okay, I don't think they're. I know they're not here. They're not in. Those T-shirts are not sitting in the gift shop. Okay, or the team store. But that's the latest I have on that. I'll try to get you more details on that today on the broadcast tonight. So remind me in the broadcast. We'll try to get to that for you, or email me. But you'll be able to buy you'll buy that ticket package at the box office, I believe, but the T-shirts aren't there. Okay. Gonna be there in like 6 hours. Well, I'll still be doing game notes in 6 hours, so I'm not even at the ballpark yet. I taped Joe's interview an hour and 15 minutes. I'm not even there yet, so go figure. Stat packs. I'm going to just do stat packs now while we're here. I'm home, and then I go to the ballpark. So anyway, again, we got to do what you got to do. So good playoff package right there. Let me get that graphic out of the way so you guys can see that again. Or actually, let's do this. There you go. Playoff package, 3-game package, bonus T-shirt for each seat purchase. Those are so cool. Nobody else is doing that in the league. Okay, there's some really cool things the league does and other teams do, but ain't nobody doing that. Nobody doing that. Your Monarchs are. Okay. One more note: broadcast tonight begins at our normal time at 6:30. I don't know what's on the broadcast yet. I don't even know what's on Monarchs 101. I don't even know. I will get to that this afternoon. I will tell you this: we will have this weekend. Tomorrow, I will do another show at noon tomorrow to update you on where we sit. Okay. Just any news and notes, anything if there's anything to go, it'll be Monarchs Mocha tomorrow in the noon hour ish. When I get the ballpark tomorrow, we'll do a show and we will have a chocolate raspberry cold brew. We don't usually do them on Saturdays, but because it's playoff time, we will. And if we happen to win a couple ball games, we will do a special Monarchs Live as well on Sunday. In lieu of Monarchs Mocha, we'll do a Monarchs Mocha Live hybrid show. Try to come back your way at 6 o'clock. I've been trying all week, but it's been hard. Again, it's just been hard. We've had the logistics of, first I want to thank Jackson and Gabriel and Adam for their hard work. They're in school and doing other jobs and things. And we've had the game notes, we've got them all done and put them out, published them. Sometimes it's been late. We've been scrambled a bit. That happens. But, appreciate their help and we get them all done. And we've had, because of the timing, I didn't get a chance to do Monarchs Live all week because I'm so shorthanded. It's just hard. And things happen. We've had, different things happen, point streak and rosters and transactions, and it just haven't been happening. But we should be able to, okay today. I don't expect any major transactions today. So we should be able to do that at 6 o'clock, just for a few minutes, get a lineup and update you what's going on, any news and notes right there. Don't know where Northwood is, Mom, but enjoy that. And my wife will be here this weekend. Go Concord. Congratulations to Penn State, WD-40. You won last night. Told you would win. I told you via text with 2.5 minutes left that Perdon't would not close the deal. And I was correct. Told you. What colors are they wearing tonight? I think Brock, if I'm not mistaken, by the way, here's my email for you folks that are coming. I got your email, Dan, by the way, earlier. And everybody's emailed me. I've got them. But I will get back to you just to kind of confirm those wristbands and where to get them at VIP. But Brock has been wearing the red. Almost, I think that's what he's worn at home. But usually that's the pitcher's call. They love the red, although I can see that they haven't worn the white. They like both the red and the white both. You won't see the grays. But I think they'll wear the red tonight. I think that's what Brock's worn. You know what? I can't say that's true because let me go back and look. Dan, you're going to make me – I'm going to go look. Let's see here what they wore when Brock last pitched at home, which would have been – what day was that? I'm here to take a question. That's what I do. So just give me a second here. And this will answer the question. When Brock pitched at home, his last start at home would have been against Winnipeg on the 22nd. What were they wearing that day? I can tell you on the 22nd they wore. This is where John Ellis's greatness comes in, because John Ellis has got all these photos. 8/22, the Monarchs wore, drum roll please. They wore red. So I expect to see him in red tonight, unless Brock has a change of pace, change of heart tonight. But that's sort of what happens. I got told the story in Winnipeg when Hartman pitched. Joe and I were taping the interview we just finished. And as I'm walking out, Matt knocks on the door and says, I'd like to wear red tonight. And he's like, I want to wear red tonight if that's okay. And what he meant by that was, because Winnipeg also has red jerseys too, we wanted to make sure they were not wearing red. And that night they were wearing their white jerseys. And so he goes, Joseph, he says, I think they're wearing white. Let me double check. And the pitcher who starts that night usually gets the call, what they wear. I believe it was the night that they were the Grays, I believe, on the road for, but that's what Hall wore the other night. He's also worn the Reds, but yeah, anyway. Yes, the information. That's what I'm here for. Actually, John Ellis is his photos help too. I can tell you what our record is in Reds too. You want to know that? Let's give you that, Dan. Here's one for you. Do you guys want to know the record in red jerseys? What jersey percentage-wise you had the best winning total in? Well, red because we played in red the most. That's pretty much. But let me just tell you the numbers in red. Our numbers in the red. Now the pinstripe jersey we've never worn this year, so we had no record there. Traveling Grays were 8-5. Alternate KC, which was the red, were 38 and 21. The white red sleeves with the heart, which we only wear at home, were 12-7. Special jerseys 3-0. And when a mascot gets tossed, we're 1-0. That happened in Sioux City. That's all the same line. So throw that out there. All right, got to roll. Last call. Love you guys. Pinstripe were undefeated. I haven't seen those. I saw them earlier in the offseason, but we haven't unveiled them. You know, the guys they like what they like. So anyway, thanks for stopping by today. Of course, our friends, the Roastery Coffee Company, 6 locations in Kansas City. There we go. I got to get ready, do some stats, get going to the ballpark. Another day of no lunch. I love it, man. I love it. I'm not really complaining. It's just what we do, man. It's what we do. And you go and go. And you do what you got to do, and you fight through it. And this is what we do. I love it. I love the adrenaline. I love this time of year. There'll be a time in October, November, January, March, or whatever. I'll be like, and my wife knows this. I'll kind of be slumping around, not really happy. And I miss this adrenaline. I'll be glad to clip my feet back up. I know Joe will be too. We'll be able to kick our feet up and we'll look at what great numbers we had this year, what great things we did. But right now, you're into it. You're in the moment. This is the fun part. This is delicious because it wasn't always this way. So be thankful for what we got. Be thankful for this club. Thankful for this team, for Joe's culture, for what we do as the Monarchs. Be thankful. Tell friends and neighbors. I know people know. I was in Parkville last night. People know you're pretty good, aren't you? Yeah, we're really good. We got to get out there. People know. We need to start getting people out there because people know, but they ain't getting out there. Next step's get them out there. People know we're good. You guys are pretty good, I hear. Well, get your butt out there because they ain't that good across town. Nothing against the ones across town. They're good. It's great to have a big league club, but they ain't winning like this club is. Just saying. And I know that Chiefs are about to start. They don't play till Thursday. By the way, we're off Thursday. So get your tails out there, okay? I mean, and if you're watching meaningless preseason football games, shame on you because why are you doing that? Who cares? That's the amazing part to me is that I don't even watch it. There's no bigger Cowboy fan than me, and I ain't watching preseason games. I don't care. Don't really care. I want to watch the regular season. Dang right, I won't miss a regular season game. I won't miss a regular season game at all. But I don't care who the second team punter is. I don't care who the ninth string safety is. All I want to care is how's Dak going to do. All you should care about is what is Pat's going to do. What's Patrick going to do? Right? What's Kelsey going to do? How the defense going to play? You ain't going to learn much in spring and preseason. That's why I'm telling you, get your tails out the ballpark this weekend. Come and see us. Passionate. Get out there. Tell your friends and neighbors. People know, but they're not coming out, so get them out there. You got a winning team. It's on the cusp of something very special. If you win 3 or 4 against 3 really good pitchers, you really have accomplished something. I mean, and I don't even get me started on the road to getting there. Do you realize the road to get there? You went 3 road trips in the month of August, 2 city swings, 2 to Canada in 3 weeks. And the trips to Canada, you went 6-0. Those last 2 trips, you went 11-1. 11-1. After going 1-5. If you're not fired up about that, and you're not telling folks, you better be, because that's how it's going to spread. Need your help. So anyway, all right, folks, love y'all. Let's go. We'll see you guys tonight in the broadcast. Get the broadcast time tonight. We will bring this down. Our friends, the Roastery, broadcast time tonight on the radio side at 6:30. TV side begins around, 6:40, 5:40, whatever. Kind of whenever they got their show. It all depends on Morgan's show and their show. So that'll be tonight. And we'll see you guys on A Baseball TV. And we'll see you on MixLR tonight. All right. Love y'all. Much love. Long show. Good show. Awesome show. Great stuff. Got me fired up, ready to go. You guys ready for some 1, 2, 3, go Monarchs? I'm ready. You're ready. We all should be ready. 1, 2, 3, go Monarchs. Y'all ready? Here we go. All right. 1, 2, 3, go Monarchs. I'll see you in the broadcast. Night, everybody.